Sup party fans, DJ here. And this is part 1 of the 500 subscribers special. All this month, we're gonna be doing very special videos. And at the end of the month, we're gonna do my very first Q&A. By the way, thank you for 500 subscribers. It's not the biggest milestone, but it's still amazing. Anyways, let's talk about the crazy city of Parteeville. The original 3 episodes were something that I don't look back fondly on. This was back when my videos were somewhat improving, but they still weren't good. These 3 episodes were very poorly made. And this was also back when I used Adobe Character Animator, and I will live to regret that decision for the rest of my life. But hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's important to move on, and be smarter next time. And that's exactly what I did. Back in June, I released the first episode of the new and improved, Crazy City of Parteeville series. Speaking of which, there might be spoilers for episode 1 in this video, so I recommend you watch that before this. A few months ago, I made a video talking about this new series. And oh boy, that video aged like spoiled milk. When I said this, not every single thing I say in this video is 100% going to happen. I didn't think I would change that much. Since episode 1 is already out, we're gonna talk about the rest of the series. Don't worry, I won't spoil too much. I'm just gonna talk about stuff I didn't get to mention much in the last video. And there'll also be comparisons to the original series. So without further ado, let's begin. I think we should start by recapping episode 1. Spoiler warning. Just like literally every story-driven cartoon in existence, episode 1 shows how everything started, and how Connor, Greg, and Amaya got their superpowers and became superheroes. Keep in mind that this series takes place in a completely different universe than PJ Masks. So I'm sure their origin story is completely different. I don't mean to brag, but I think I did a pretty good job introducing the characters and the world. In the original series, to understand any of the characters, you'd have to watch the original Parteeville series. And trust me, you don't want to do that. When you watched the original episode 1, you probably had a lot of questions. Like, why were the PJ Masks here? Why were the hero elementary characters there? How did Ninjanator die? Well, last year, I was planning on making a movie that would be the pilot to the original. It would have answered all of those questions. But, I ended up not making it because I couldn't decide what the plot was gonna be. So I just released the first episode in hope that the audience would understand. Also, there were a lot of fourth wall breaks in the original. In fact, I actually got a comment about this, asking me if there's gonna be fourth wall breaks in the new version. Well, I was planning on it, but after the latest Scooby-Doo show came out, I realized that fourth wall breaks are kinda getting old. I mean, there will be occasional ones, but definitely not as much as the original. Now let's talk about some of the characters. Firstly, Connor. He's not gonna be a cool kid. He's gonna be the straight man of the trio. As for Amaya, she's still gonna be kinda bullyish, but she's not gonna be an animal lover. That'll be saved for another character. As for Greg, he's gonna be an optimistic kid with a bit of a dark side. Now let's get to some characters I didn't get to mention in the last video. Firstly, Siri. She'll be replacing Power Dog. Will she be the same as Power Dog? You'll have to find out when the episodes come out. Now let's talk about Alexandra. In the original series, she served as the secondary villain of the show. But in this version, she'll be a neutral character. But other than all those, the story and the production will be the same. I'm still gonna use Moho Pro, and most of the characters, except for Red and Yellow Mushroom, will have text-to-speech voices. But some of the characters will be voiced by me and my brother Darian. But, if you are interested in voicing some of the characters, let me know. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought about episode 1, and what you're most excited to see. As always, see you next week.